are live, so welcome everyone to the final round of Tuesday night, round 9 at Barcelona, and welcome everyone to AMP.
Thanks, Beeks. Thanks for having me again.
No, not at all,
Hopefully
mate.
last week wasn't too shabby.
No, well, we got a few views last week, so I was pretty happy with that, but
Yep.
I literally just got off the blower to Jimbo, and he was telling me that there is literally no way that he can win this championship.
Yeah, right.
So
Why is that?
I believe John has too much of a big lead. So, like, John could effectively put in a couple of laps, park it up, and still win the championship.
Yeah, righto.
But Jimbo was telling me, from memory, he is only 8 points in front of Ty.
Right. Interesting.
So they have an optimum track with what looks to be pretty decent weather.
Yep. Yeah, 35 degrees.
35 degrees.
Light
Jimbo, yeah, Jimbo was putting in, I believe, a 145 flat.
Yes, I did notice that in his free practice room.
Yeah, Ty, I think, wasn't far behind him. But I think he was saying that the next after that was a good 1 second plus.
Yep.
So we'll have to wait and see. I think tonight could bring a bit of an interesting race, because Jimbo's had a pretty combative season this season with Ty. John's had his ups and downs. Obviously, John's got a few wins and a few good point scores earlier in the season, because the last couple of weeks we've been watching him, he hasn't turned up, or he hasn't done well. He slipped from pole back down through the standings.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a hard time of it.
Yeah, so he's obviously done really well early in the season. If he's, he's literally in a can't lose situation.
Yeah, but has he count back? I guess they do count back in this category still, the same as the Sunday night race.
Yeah,
or not count back, the drop round, sorry.
Drop round, yeah, that's what I was going to ask, the drop race.
Yeah.
So we've still only got 9 on tonight, Ant, but it's the same old faces that we've noticed for the last couple of weeks, but it would have been nice to have seen a few more for the last round of the season.
Yeah, B. Jones just gone with a 45.3.
Yeah. Ty's not far behind. Is this a hot lap for Jimbo, or is he still on an out lap?
I'm actually not sure where he's at there at the moment.
Just trying.
I'm sitting on Stu's bumper.
So I am on board with Jimbo, and he's just got his first of 11.
Yeah, so it must be counting you and myself.
No, yeah, he has set his, that was his first top lap, so he's a 145.2, so he's 0.045 in front of John. So I'll jump back out of his car so I can hear you.
Yeah, I just turned all my external volume levels down a fair bit.
No, I do okay so long as I don't jump in the car, but the way these guys have been battling through the season, it's kind of really hard not to jump in the car sometimes.
Yeah, that's right.
Whether it's either spoiler cam or the sitting on their lap, and hopefully they can still see what's going on while I'm sitting on their lap. But Jimbo's throwing that car around these corners.
I've got Stu's point up here at the moment, 0.9 up. Ooh, he's
0.9.
Yeah, he's dropped it back down to 0.6 there now. Across the line at 0.55. So actually someone's gone quicker. John's gone to first again.
John's up.
Mm.
By nearly half a second too.
Really?
Yeah, that's a 0.495 quicker than Jimbo.
Yeah, right.
So literally half a second. Jimbo's just coming through now. He hasn't improved his time.
No, he's gone 0.3 slower.
Oh, the way he threw that car through some of those corners, it does not surprise me at all.
So he's 0.07 up here at the moment, probably 0.1 up.
Oh, John's throwing it through the corners too.
Yeah.
They're literally sliding through some of these corners. It's I tell you what, it's not too bad. The top four are within a second, but you know the other five, you know, I mean, CO's back 2 seconds down, but
Yep.
you know, it sounds like a lot, but it's not really, is it? You know, it's only one little slight mistake, and that 2 seconds is gone.
Yep. It doesn't take much to, especially around here.
Do you reckon there's going to be any parts of the track tonight where we can see some of these guys trip up?
The back straight down into a few people miss that braking marker down that back straight into the 90 right.
Yeah, that can be a bit tricky, can't it?
And turn 1, turn 2, you can come into there if you're not concentrating and get a bit nasty. The final turn, you grab too much curb.
Yep.
On the outside curb, that can sometimes launch, spit you sideways and across the other side of the track and into the wall.
Yeah, and it's like you're saying, that first and second corner, that when you get that right, it feels really good.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
And I think, like you say, the second last and last corner, or that last chicane before the final corner, again, that's another one of those parts of the track that if you get that right, it just feels really nice. You just glide through there.
Yeah, for sure. The other part is that right-hander coming onto the back straight. If you can get that right, you can carry so much more speed.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jimbo would be best going in and try and put a set of new shoes on this car.
Yeah, well, he has gone quicker. He's now 0.27 down behind John. John has gone a 144.7.
Yeah, right. He must have been listening. He's gone back to pits.
I'd say he has been listening, mate. He has gone straight back to the pits. So Ty's just gone quicker than Jimbo, 0.26 behind John.
Yeah, 45, and John's gone 45. Timing mark's a bit bouncing around.
So this
45.9.
This could be a very interesting on the top three, but then we've seen that for the last few weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the last week's battle was epic for the first stint before the pit stops sort of shook it all out a little bit.
And do you know, Ant, do we have a mandatory stop tonight?
I actually haven't had a look at the regs to be true. So I'm not sure. I would have thought around here for an hour run you would definitely be looking at a pit stop.
Yeah, because I think we all know that you can literally carry enough fuel in these cars for most races.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it does literally come down to tyre wear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's going to be an interesting night then.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Jim does here on those new tyres. It's bringing them in pretty hot, so he's pushing pretty hard on this first outlap.
He is, isn't he? He's really pushing hard. But it looks good coming around that corner.
Yeah, so you grabbed too much curb there on the right. I have been known to, through, and this corner here, actually, the right-hander, before the pit entry, may have rolled a Chev there a couple of times.
All right, let's see what he can do on a new set of boots.
Why has he still got red against his...
I know he went wide on the last corner coming onto the main straight, but I wouldn't have thought that would have affected it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Could have... If he's carried enough speed, it'll eliminate this next lap.
So he could be chewing through those tyres for nothing.
Yeah, potentially.
But that's great between Ty and Jimbo, 0.01 of a second.
Jeez, that's good, isn't it? That is great.
So that to me just says we are in for another cracking battle tonight. And having said that about the top three, you know, with John, Ty and Jimbo, you know, 0.27.
B-John's just gone to 1:44.777.
Wow.
So he's 0.26 quicker than Ty.
And you can't count Randall out of this either.
No, but I tell you, Shamrock's been he's pipped Randall there at the moment. Randall's still running around.
Randall is because he's been pretty consistent. Like since I've been streaming the Tuesday night, he's been pretty consistent, and he's one of those guys that he might not be quicker than the top 2 or 3, but he sits back and he benefits from mistakes.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty consistent.
That lap was a 44.9 for Jimbo, but it was invalidated. Obviously, that running wide at the final turn to come onto the pit straight invalidated both the laps on him.
Yeah, and Randall's just gone 4th quickest.
Yep.
He's 0.4 behind Jimbo. See, this is really good. The top 6 all now in less than a second.
Yeah. But Jimbo technically will get this lap plus one more. He's got a little bit of time up his sleeve to have a red hot crack.
Yeah, he's got a minute and a half before the end of
gone red though.
Oh.
Not red for the whole lap, but red on the split.
Yep, on the split.
Sorry to throw that curveball at you. So through this right-hander, if you get that right, you can carry so much speed down to this left. But if you miss the braking marker, you're in all sorts.
So he's brought back some of that lost time, and he's just lost it again through that left-hander, which is the one you were saying. That's the one off the back straight.
Yeah.
You've really got to get your braking markers right, but he's fluctuating between the green and the red at the moment. So if he does get in the green,
bit of time here on that last lap, so maybe.
Yeah, he's kind of just lost it there through the last chicanes, but then he's back again.
Ticking it up? Nah. So you're going to have to commit to this last lap.
So he's yet to break a 1:45. So hasn't made a 1:44s yet.
Oh, that's
no, he's
straight away.
Yeah, bail out of that one, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Will he bail out, or will he? He doesn't look like he's pushing overly hard.
Nah.
Yeah, he's just sort of going through the motions at the moment. He's losing time. Surprised he's actually going to push on, but I guess any time you can get out on track and hopefully learn something and just get a bit of practice in can't be bad.
I'm bringing the commentator's curse here, I think, because I just thought I'll jump on the back of Stu here and see what he's doing. And as soon as I got in there, he was he's just throwing it away. Too much corner speed into that. That's a technical little corner, that left-hander on the way run down the hill. So that's another spot you can make or break a lap for sure.
Yeah, Jimbo's pulled up. Well, there you go.
So that's it, over.
So, and big John's gone quicker again.
Yeah.
From a 144.777 to a 144.522. So, yeah, like you said, Andy, he's got half a second over Ty and Jimbo.
But Randall and Shamrock are pretty close at a 0.8 and a 0.9.
Mate, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be hard to see who we watch tonight.
Yeah, I think so. St. Sim, Adge. Surprise, Adge is 2 seconds off the pace. I don't know whether he's got much practice in for tonight.
Well, he was. I think he was actually. Wasn't he saying that Sunday night that he pretty much just does the whole arrive and drive?
For Sunday night he does, but I thought he got a bit of practice for Tuesday nights, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
He borrowed my tune earlier on in the season for the Sunday night league. The little BMW were running and requested it weekly after that. So it's nice to know that my tune works for someone. It definitely doesn't work that well for myself.
Yeah, it sounds like you need a new tune. You might have to borrow a tune off someone.
Well, a couple of weeks back, TV jumped in and was an arrive and drop in the sprint race, and I threw him a tune at him, and I don't think he even got to qualify for the first. Oh, he may have qualified, but didn't do much good. So I threw him a tune at him between quali and the race, and he stuffed his pit stop up, but he had pretty good pace. And then quali for the bloody second sprint race, he put it in third. Said to me, "Oh, that tune's all right." Yeah, right.
But didn't he start from the pits on Sunday night?
Possibly. I don't know. I was driving back from down the south coast.
Yeah, I think TB may have started from the pits Sunday night and ended up fifth.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it didn't help with a few blokes pulling the pin early on. Stu threw toys out of the cot.
No, Stu did throw. But then I saw some of the
Bounty
replays.
May have done the same.
Yeah, I saw some of the replays of what happened to Stu.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's like he said, you know, you'd rather pull up and park up in the pits than drive cranky. He just had a shocking first 10 minutes.
Looking at this start list, Beaks, showing 2 pit stops.
It does, yes, I was just seeing that. So 2 mandatory pit stops for tonight. I don't know. I haven't seen the specs for tonight, but I'd go out on a limb and say, would that just be for tyres?
Possibly. We'll have to have we'll keep a pretty good eye on this pit strategies and see what sort of time. It may be one for fuel and one for tyres.
Correct, yeah. But I am going to...
30 seconds.
I'm definitely going... I've got my stopwatch ready.
Yep.
So what are we looking at? 25 seconds for tyres?
Yep.
And an additional 5 seconds for fuel?
No, other way around. 25 seconds for fuel.
And 5 seconds for
tyres, it'll be 30 seconds and no added time for fuel. So,
okay.
Depending on where you're sitting and how you're running, pretty much determine what your plan would be. For myself, I would set a couple of pit straps so that you've got the options of fuel and tyres or whatever.
And so what have we got, Ant? Short formation lap?
Yeah, very short.
So I'm going to... Well, actually, no, I can't.
I'm sitting on the back of Randall here at the moment.
Okay, I'm actually chase cam on Jimbo. I would like to throw it onto Ty, but unfortunately I can't do that at the moment. Or actually, can I?
Yeah, well, I'll sit on the back of Randall here and just see what happens down with these other...
No, I'm on board with Ty now.
Green light,
well,
green light.
chase cam.
Here we go.
Green.
Oh, the other three got a good jump on Randall.
Ty's got a good start, but Jimbo's got the inside lane, and Big John's got the inside lane. Jimbo is
putting some pressure on here. This will be interesting.
This is there's John and Ty. Oh,
yeah.
John spun then, but Jimbo saved him.
Yeah. Oh, what's Randall doing? Letting him come back through? He had nothing to do with that.
No, he didn't. It did look like he redressed, didn't it? It looked like he pulled up short. Yeah. But I think when you're this close, when you're the 0.2 seconds down, giving Ty that lead there, I think that's going to be hard to chase down. I mean, I know he's not far in front right now.
I would have thought maybe needed to redress there. I'd have to watch the replay on that one.
Yeah, look, I looked like because John had the inside line, and we thought Jimbo was going to come down the inside of John.
Yeah.
But John had the inside line. I think Jimbo checked up a bit, and it looked like Ty turned into John, which I think if Jimbo hadn't have been there, John looked like he was going to slide for all money there, but he's basically slid into Jimbo and straightened up.
Yeah.
And you can see there on Ty's car, I mean, I know we can't see down the passenger side just yet, but it certainly doesn't look like there's any ill effect to that car.
I'll just jump back to replay.
So we come through to complete the first lap with 58 minutes to go. Just due to a little bit of an incident there on the first corner of the first lap, Ty has got past John, and he's kind of stretching his legs on John at the moment. Was 0.6 up, he's now gone to a second up. Jimbo unfortunately didn't benefit from that at all. But Jimbo is right behind John at the moment, and these three have already put a nice little gap on Randall.
Yeah, right. Alright, so going into the replay at turn one. Oh yeah, no. Ty's got John basically just drove into the side of him.
Okay. So in our long race, like we said earlier, we know these cars can carry the fuel. So it's like Ant said earlier, do we have a compulsory stop for tyres and fuel, and then just tyres, or then just fuel, or is it just tyres? We unfortunately we don't know. So we're going to try and have a guess for you when we do see the first pit stops. We'll try and time them and see how long they're in there for.
Yeah, for sure. I might try and look that up in a minute too. Yeah, so I think Randall's felt like he gained advantage there at turn one by cutting the corner. So maybe that's why he redressed to Jimbo.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think he needed to. He was basically avoiding. If that's what he's done, he's done himself an injustice there. He's probably should have just pushed on.
Yeah, and I think with that too, Ant, I think because a lot of these guys do drive with the in-car view.
Yeah.
So who knows if Randall is driving with that in-car view and he's copped any kind of mild knock, he could have felt responsible for that. So it's like you say, he should have pushed on.
So I don't know why you would have thought that.
Yeah. But I think we're certainly going to have a battle between these top three again tonight.
Yep.
Because they have put a bit of a gap, a 3-second gap back to Randall at the moment.
Yep. We've got a bit of a shamrock. Stu Wilson, Adge, and Souster. Do you pronounce it Souster?
I think we've CO.
CO?
CO, we've come to know him as.
Righto, we'll run the CO. He's 1.4 behind Adge. Adge has got 0.4 to Wilson, Stewie Wilson.
And that gap's getting... Adge is certainly pulled up behind Stu there in the corner.
Yeah.
It certainly looks like Stu's got a bit better drive out of the corner, but then I think Adge is getting in that slipstream and he just comes right up behind him. But, you know, I think it comes down to the difference between the driver abilities and style as to who gets the power on it quicker out of the corner. And I think just, you know, those little bit of driver differential there, you know, that can certainly make up a 0.1 here and there.
Yeah, well, that's right. Stu's tucked in behind the back of Shamrock here as well.
Yeah, they've got a nice little freight train going, don't they? It basically starts with St. Sim and goes down to CO.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
So, yeah, it's going to be, you know, I think Randall's probably out on his lonesome there a little bit at the moment.
He's doing a stew on a Sunday night.
He is.
Usually drive on his Pat Malone.
So, no, Randall's got a nice gap between St. Sim. Like, if I am reading correctly, St. Sim is 3.5 seconds behind Randall, but Randall is nearly 4 seconds behind Jimbo.
Yeah, yep.
But Stu Wilson is 0.1 behind Shamrock at the moment, according to our timing totem.
But Adge lose by nothing, all of it.
This is, I tell you, it's going to be hard to watch the front or the rear of the race here.
Yep.
So Jimbo has got past John.
Oh, I've missed this.
He's got the quickest lap of the race, but I missed that too, which is a shame.
It is. This is the problem when you get some nice pack racing in the middle like we've got at the moment.
And it's hard because putting a replay up on mine, I think you can tend to lose where you are.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard some of the boys quite a while ago, you know, they did the whole stream on the PlayStation, and it was unfortunate. They'd go back to do a replay and it ended up buggering up the telecast.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not worth going back to have a look. I can jump back and have a look at where they got it done here in a second.
But the sad thing is, Ant, we can't be everywhere, can we?
No, exactly right. And I'm sure our camera crew will do better than Foxtel did in the F1 on Sunday night.
That sounds like a little bit of a dig at Foxtel.
He's run wide.
Who was that, John?
Spots there. No. Was that Randall? Maybe.
Well, Randall's still showing in fourth.
Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was
Adge?
St. Sim.
St. Sim?
St. Sim's dropped back behind Stu. So Shamrock, Stu, St. Sim and then Adge.
And that's it. These guys will be loving this. I mean, they probably couldn't give two rats that the leaders have taken off. I think this is what it's all about. I don't think it matters where you are in the pack. No. So long as you're not driving on your own, like you've said before, you know, Stu from Sunday night has been out on his own a fair bit this season. Yep. And you've got Randall doing something similar again. And that can make for quite a boring race, whereas these guys will be absolutely loving this.
Yeah, and I've always said it. It's lovely to be at the point end of the field, but if I'm mid-pack and having a great race and a great battle, he's had a look there, Stu. You're having a great battle, and who cares? You don't need to win if you're having great fun. And that's
exactly right.
A bit of fun, a bit of a laugh. Usually we get on and have a chat, go on, and
Adge's down the inside of St. Sim.
Yeah, I was just watching that in the rearview mirror.
And do you know what? I think, and he's got the inside line.
That's good racing, look at that.
Yeah, and nice and clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that man right there, I will take my hat off to him, and I'm going to go and put him up on the screen at the moment.
There.
CO.
Yep.
CO, we know from the last few weeks, he's not the fastest, but he does not give up. Like, he's spun that car, he's damaged that
Stu's made a
car,
mistake.
he's fixed that car, and he's got back out on track. And at the moment, he might be running in last place, but he's still in touch with these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I take my hat off to him.
A dive.
Oh, I did catch a little bit of that.
I think he's got it done.
Now, who was that?
No, Edge's held. Oh, that's great racing again.
Oh, look at that. Too wide. Oh, and that's brought CO right back into it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
look at it.
Has.
And the CO's going to get St. Sim here. Oh.
He's having a look.
He has got.
Yeah, he's got him. Oh, there's a bit of work.
No, St. Sim's come into the pits.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, I'd say.
Dived into the pits.
Yeah, he's going to give himself some breathing room here, hopefully. I think
Randall's
that's what he'll be looking for.
Randall's in as well.
Randall's in. So we've got 8th and 9th in the pits. Let's see what St. Sim's going to do. Wait for a complete stop here. So that we missed Randall coming in. Try and get St. Sim on the complete stop. Alright, go. Now let's see. Randall's still sitting there. Been there for a little bit by the sound of it.
Yeah, well, they're both showing still in.
Yep, Randall's on his way out.
Yep.
There's 20 seconds for St. Sim. It's 25. So that's about 27 seconds there, Ant.
Yeah, righto. So you'd say he's just taken fuel and probably just missed his mark a little bit.
Correct.
Or if he has that similar problem I have at times where the car stalls when it drops. Which is a little bit of I don't know if it's a me thing or a glitch in the game. Probably a me thing.
No, it's hard because you try to start that stopwatch the moment you see the wheels stop.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got about 27 seconds from the moment the wheels stopped to the moment he come off the jacks and started moving again.
Yeah.
So Jimbo now has the fastest lap of the race, and he is not right behind Ty, but he's there.
Yep.
And they've dropped John off, mate. They've dropped John off the back by nearly 3 seconds.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? Stu's gapped Adge here at the moment too. Adge dropped back to 2.3 seconds, 2.4 seconds behind.
And Stu's sneaking up behind Shamrock there, isn't he?
Yeah, yep. Putting some good pressure on him.
Yeah, that's going to be a spicy little battle, surely. I see what you mean about the gap from Stu back to Adge now.
Yeah. Ty, I've just jumped back on the back of Jimbo now, and Ty's loose. He's sliding that car around a lot.
Yeah, so what we had last week at Suzuka.
Oh, Jimbo's put it up in. Oh, too much understeer, and then it snapped on him a little bit.
Do you think this track would be harder? Oh, geez, Ty's very loose, isn't he?
He's very loose. If he doesn't pit now, he's going to really struggle on the next lap.
No, he's kept going. Oh, no, we haven't. Sorry, my bad. A couple of corners to go.
I don't think Jim's a bit pushy too. He's staying out.
No, they're both staying out. And I think we'll probably see, I think we'll probably see again, Ant, what Jimbo did last week. I think he's going to sit behind Ty. He'll wait for Ty to pit. He'll do another lap and he'll come in after that.
Yep. Then get back out and try and force that mistake again.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got the win last week, didn't he?
Yep.
But these two have just been at each other all season. Well, I can't say all season. Since I've been streaming Tuesday nights, they've been inseparable, these two.
Been good racing, hasn't it?
It's
a shame John's dropped off.
Yeah, John has dropped off.
There, wasn't he?
And I've noticed that a little bit too with John. You know, he puts in great laps on quali, you know, pole position, but then it's always something in the first 5-10 laps
down
of
to
the race.
Yeah, it's just that probably. Oh, Jim.
I did see that at Jimbo, slid right around that one, didn't he?
Probably more for John, similar to myself, is I don't know whether he struggles with bumming seat time like I do, but that consistency is key.
Yeah.
If your brain wanders or your mind wanders off and thinks about work or whatever.
I just think about when I'm going to pit and refill my glass. Ty's up here a little bit, not much. He's still going. Jimbo's going to stick with him. John's in the pits.
Oh, yep. So he is.
So let's see if we can't get a timer on John.
Ty seems to have settled that car down. Maybe he had a few moments and Ty's got hold of something.
Well, there he might have cooked the tyres a bit. Adge in as well, and
okay. That'll make should bring Randall back into the fold then.
Well, that hypothetically should put Randall back in front of Adge.
Badge, at least.
So, John's down after 27 seconds as well.
Yeah, okay. So I reckon they're just taking fuel in. Yeah.
So John is now back out. CO has jumped up to 5th. Admittedly, he hasn't had his first pit stop yet. But he does have a nice clean car. It's nice and straight, no scuffs and scrapes on it. And he's plodding along out there, and I take my hat off to him. He just sticks with it, which is great to see.
Yeah. He just battles on.
Yep.
Doesn't take too many risks, but like you said, like last week, he had a bit of a hard run at it. And,
he did have a little bit of a shocker at Suzuki.
Went back, fixed it up.
I call it Suzuki because that's how I remember it.
Yeah, well, got to do these things. I'm useless with names.
So Randall's back out in 7th at the moment, but we know that will change because we've got CO, Shamrock, and a couple of the others. Shamrock's actually coming into pit lane now.
Oh yeah, I've just noticed that on the timing board. So you've got Jouster up to 4th. Theo, sorry. That's what we decided.
Yeah, we'll go with CO. At least then we know we can't get all of it wrong.
Stu's 22 seconds back.
And I see what you mean about Ty. He's kind of settled back down because he's pulled a second up on Jimbo.
Yeah.
But he did slide through that corner, whereas Jimbo looked really, really fluent through the corner, whereas Ty looked like he slid through it.
Yeah, it's an interesting track to get right, to try and carry the right amount of speed, especially through. Oh, Jim's had a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Especially through the fast turn 1, 2, 3 combo. You just want to, not quite as bad as Suzuka, but you can just carry. If you can carry good speed, Jim's coming into the pits.
Jim goes pitting.
I'll time his as well and see what we've got.
So I'm wondering if Jim is struggling.
Marker perfectly.
Yeah, well, I just wonder if Jimbo's struggling with those tyres. But then between Ty and Jimbo, they both look like certain corners they're just sliding around. Others they're just cruising through them.
Jim looked like he was a little bit more understeer, and Ty was a bit oversteer. But Jim was having a few moments with not well, it was snapping into oversteer after quite bad understeer. So,
and if you look at that too, Ant, like Jimbo's pitting on the 40-minute mark, so are the tyres only good for 20 minutes? I would expect to see Jimbo come in then on the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you've got to look at it. If Ty pushes for the next lap or two, coming to and let's say we are only stopping for tyres. But then you were saying the fuel is generally 25 seconds, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I do know...
John's got him out of the pits.
Depending on the settings too, will also depend on whether it's a timed fuel stop or not.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's...
it's going to be really interesting to see because 2 mandatory stops... and we don't know whether they're taking tyres or fuel. I would love to think that at one point someone is going to stop for tyres because 20 minutes into this race, these guys are sliding.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm just going and grab my phone, actually, and going to the...
So you were saying John's got Jimbo?
Yeah, yep. 2.8 seconds up the road, 2.9 seconds up the road on Jimbo now. Tyres in the pits, so this will be interesting where this all shakes out.
And it's going to be very interesting to see who is taking what in these pit stops because I think on a track like this in this car, I mean, we saw the result of it last week at Suzuka where, I mean, Jimbo won that race, but he admitted during that race that his tyres were not in great condition. Now, this track looks like it's potentially worse on the tyres than what Suzuka was.
Yep.
So I think whoever takes tyres towards the back end of this race and has got the fresh rubber, I think they might be in with a little bit of a advantage here.
It's going to be quite interesting, isn't it? So what do we got? Tyres come out 7 seconds up the road to John.
Yeah.
How's that happened?
And I think we saw this last week too. Jimbo was out on his own for a little bit there and last week, and once he got into that rhythm, we saw him claw back time, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly right.
So we've got Adge all over the back of Shamrock at the moment. Nothing real super close, but Adge is filling Shamrock's mirrors. But yeah, I see what you mean, Ant. Like, yeah, Ty has literally got, nearly 7 seconds up on John.
Yeah.
So
he's 9 seconds up the road from
so
Jim,
have we potentially seen John and Jimbo take tyres and fuel, and Ty's just taken
fuel?
Yeah. CO's in the pits. Or now, CO being in the pits, because it shows 1. So is this his second stop, or is that already ticked over for his first? Hopefully he hasn't had any strife. No, he's off his jacks.
No, so he's...
no, that's his second stop. Oh, now that's going to be interesting. Now I'm going to guess that he's fueled all the way to the end of the race, but will those tyres handle 35 minutes around Barcelona?
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. Now I've finally got into the Tuesday night stuff on Discord here. Let's see.
So we have no really close battles at the moment. I think the closest one that we might go and have a look at is Adge is 0.8 seconds behind Shamrock. And that gap looks like it's just, it's increasing very slightly. But then you've got Stu, who's now 0.9 behind Adge. So Adge has got a little bit to think of here. Does he chase Shamrock or does he watch his mirror for Stu?
Yeah, that's the highlight. So I've not been paying attention because I'm trying to find some information. John,
no, that's all right, mate. I will tell you that lead that John had is now down to 1.5 seconds.
Didn't Ty have the lead?
No, I think didn't John get him on his pit stop? I think you were saying before.
Yeah, maybe.
So John had came out. I think you were saying John came out with a 7-second lead on Ty. But that is now dropped. That's now down to 1.2, and Adge is just spun around. He's just lost it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, very gentle slide. He's hit nothing. He's kind of come back on track. He could have wiped out St. Sin there, but I think he realised at the last minute he was a bit close. So Adge is now coming into the pits for what will be his second stop, and he's struggling with those tyres just getting into the pits.
Really?
Oh, it looked like he was going to get crossed up in pit lane there, coming into the pits. Jimbo is now 0.7 seconds behind Ty. So it's now getting very close between John, Ty and Jimbo again.
I've just gone back to the replay.
I'm going to plant myself with Ty at the moment because he's literally in the middle here. He's got John, who's just in front of him. Jimbo.
Yeah, no, I've come back.
Yep.
Get onto. So Ty's come into the chicane, ran wide and looped it. So he was in first. That's when John's gone back past him. So
okay, so Ty had the 7-second lead.
Yeah, definitely.
His Adge coming out of the pits right in the middle of this battle pack. Smart thinking. That's smart driving from Adge. He's literally checked up and let these three crazy blokes go for him. So Jimbo is all over the back end of Ty at the moment.
Yep. Barely giving him a hard time.
Oh, this is... Like I've said it 100 times, I take the hat off to these guys because these guys are doing a great job. Has Jimbo gone deep? No, he hasn't. He's... Wow. Jimbo's quick. Oh, jeez. I'm sitting on the rear spoiler of Ty here, and Jimbo is all over it. I want to have a look and see where Ty is compared to John, but I'm worried I'm going to miss Jimbo collecting Ty fare up the clacker. Sounds like a lot of tyre scrubbing now in Ty's car too.
Yeah, I was just in car in Jim's.
And all this time, big John. John, did you see that? John peeled off at the last second for the pits. So these guys are obviously feeling pretty confident with 30.5 minutes to go that this final pit stop is going to see them right for the rest of the race.
Yes, it's after watching how loose they were getting, it's interesting to see. Understeer there for Jimbo. He's got on the throttle a bit too early there, I think, and really pushed him wide.
So I'm now sitting in Jimbo's helmet.
Yep.
So this has been a pretty action-packed 30 minutes, hasn't it?
Pretty good racing, isn't it?
With, and like with the top three, obviously, you know, these guys, they're a cut above, but I won't take anything away from the other guys, the other 6 guys in the racing tonight, because they're putting on a show as well, where they're putting in really close racing. These guys are pushing hard. It doesn't matter where you are on track, they're pushing hard.
I've just been watching the split back to Edge. It hasn't grown very much.
Yeah, he's not dropping off a lot, is he, Edge?
No, he's not disappearing, which is good for him.
See, I don't know if I'm distracting Jimbo by sitting on his lap here, or being inside his helmet. I don't know. Oh, no, tyres peeled off.
Peeled off as well. This will be interesting, because John's only 40 seconds. So pit stops taking, by the time he's done the run down the pit lane, done his stop and come back out, he's 60 seconds, 40 seconds up the road.
Wow.
For Jim. So that's, I think pit lane takes about 60 seconds with the stop.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Now, how many laps do we think Jimbo might do here before he pits?
Oh, sitting in in-car, it's the car's playing the game. It's not. I wouldn't have thought it's too understeery, or it's not snapping into oversteer and.
No, and it felt like these guys just pit not that long ago. But if you look at it, I mean, hypothetically, they only pit, 12 minutes ago?
Yeah, that's right.
So now, if Jimbo has put tyres on this car, no, because the fuel's 25 seconds.
Yep.
But Jimbo's car certainly doesn't look overly loose.
No, it's
so now,
pretty good.
Have the tyres come to Jimbo because he's... look, it would not surprise me if he does a lap or two here. If he comes in this lap, I understand it, but I'll be surprised. If that car's driving as good as what it looks at the moment, I think Jimbo might put in 2 or 3 more laps here before he comes in. So he's got that fresh boot advantage coming out towards the end of the race.
That'd be the safe way to play it, because you've got Ty and John. They're within half a second of one another at the moment in 6th and 7th, which until your pit stops shake out, that's going to change, obviously. So
yep.
Edge
is still dropping off from Jimbo a lot, is he?
Not overly. He's dropped another 2 seconds or so, but that's not bad considering.
But he's still in the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you say, I think once we shake out all these final pit stops, I think we might be in for an exciting back half of this race.
Yeah, both for the front and that midfield pack, I think, is going to become quite interesting. So you've got Randall and CO having a bit of a battle there. There's half a second between them as well.
And CO's just getting better and better every week.
Yeah, and Stu's pushing them along too, I think. But you've got Randall and Stu yet to pit, Jimbo yet to pit.
Yeah, I think Jimbo's going to be pushing for distance here. And look,
John's had an issue. He's gone a 46. Oh, maybe not.
No, well,
I don't know.
Jimbo...
That timing didn't come up that well then, obviously.
Jimbo has the quickest lap with a 1:44.8.
Yep.
And he's currently flicking between the red and the green. So he's just about to go... So how's he going to go through this? He's back in the green now. He was 0.1 second up on this lap. And he's going again.
Yeah, right. I've just jumped on with John. He's 1.2 behind Ty.
And I think if you're Jimbo and you're putting in high 144s, why wouldn't you stay out?
Yeah, well, that's right. B. John's big last lap was a 46.5.
Oh. Yeah, so he's over a second slower than Jimbo.
So he's faster. His best lap's only 45.1.
Stu is just about to cut a 145. High 145 here. He's done it, 145.88. So that's his quickest lap of the race. But like you say, we've got first, second, third, fourth and fifth that are yet to pit their second stop. This could bring Adge into quite a good position here, couldn't it?
Potentially, yeah.
Because we know Adge has been putting in some pretty decent lap times. You know, he's not lost sight of like he's 7.5 seconds behind Jimbo, but it's taken 5 laps to lose that 7.5 seconds.
Yeah, well, so he was 2.5 or 2.6 when Ty pitted, which gave Jim fresh air. So he's not really fallen away by that much, knowing the pace that Jim can run at. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting where Stu and all that come out. I think you'll find Adge will have them.
Well, that's what I mean. I think Adge is... It's like you were saying about Jimbo. He's got clean air and he's got no stress. So all he's got to do is put his head down and hit his brake markers and just drive that thing.
Yeah.
Stu's going for another one. Jimbo is still out there. And he's currently just up on his quickest lap time. 0.1 up. But he's very good going into some of these corners, but he loses quite a bit of time coming out, Jimbo. But
yeah,
I mean, you know, swings a merry-go. Jimbo's lost it.
Moment. He's kept it off the wall.
Any time that he gained on Ty there, he's just lost.
Yep.
So that's now, is that a tyre issue? Look, I think Jimbo would be silly not to pit at the end of this lap.
That's the hard one. Do you then try and do one more good clean lap? Oh, he's overcommitted into here. Yeah, he's definitely going to have to go in.
Because those tyres are probably red right now.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think
worth getting. Yeah, his tail has.
If he wants any chance at this, look, at the end of the day, he's going to have 4 laps better rubber than Ty. Oh, look at that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, get it in, Jimbo.
Adge has come back to 2 seconds.
Yeah, so he's lost 5 on Adge.
That was messy too.
So this will definitely be a set of boots on here.
Yeah, you would think so.
Now, if we go back down...
Interesting. So you're going to have Randall's staying out by the looks.
Is he?
Yep. He's gone into the lead here.
Alright, so then we've got Stu coming through. Stu staying out. Yeah, Ty will definitely get Jimbo here. For sure.
Yep.
And with John only...
a fair way up the road.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a 30-second gap on him here, I reckon.
Yeah, that little incident there for Jimbo is really bugging him up. He'll be kicking himself right now.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
The car looked so good before it just unloaded on him, didn't it?
It did. It didn't look like he was sliding a lot. So there goes Ty into not into the lead, but yeah, that's going to put Jimbo a long way back behind John and Ty.
Not quite as far as I thought. I thought it was going to be still 10 seconds up the road.
But with just over 20 minutes to go, you would like to think Jimbo's on fresh rubber. That could really play into his hands at the end of this race.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
So we'll just jump back to the garage and we will have a look. So Randall and Stu are first and second, but are yet to complete their second pit stop. So our effective race leader is Ty, followed by John and then Jimbo. And look at that, you've now got Adge sitting in 6th.
That's not a bad effort.
No. And CO seems to be just still plodding along.
So Stu's, he's 40, 50, 60. Stu's going to come out right on Adge, I'd say.
Oh. Well, you did say before that those two are having a little bit of a battle, didn't you?
Yeah. I've done my math there, right?
Well, St. Sim's only 1.2 behind Shamrock. But I think what's great to see tonight, Ant, is yes, we've seen cars sliding. We've seen Jimbo lose it a little bit. We've seen John lose it a little bit. But no one's...
Randall's gone into the pits.
No one's hit a wall.
No.
You know, we saw that little incident at the start of the race between John and Jimbo. But, you know, it's been really clean racing tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So this will be interesting to see where Randall comes out to Adge. Adge is just coming down to the...
So Randall's on the pit exit now.
Randall's
Randall's got Jimbo.
Randall's out.
Oh, no, he hasn't. It's one thing I don't like about the totem when you go back to garage is the times aren't as accurate as when you're in drive mode.
No, exactly.
Because that was showing me that Randall had Jimbo, but I can't even see Jimbo in the picture.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. So Stu's yet to pit.
Correct. And Ty's only 11.8 seconds behind his Ty.
Yep. Yeah, Stu's... Adge is going to lose out to Stu here, I think, looking at it now. Yeah, that'll be quite interesting.
But see, you'd also think too that if Stu was struggling with that car, he would have parked or put it in the pits by now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just watching him at the moment on chase cam, and he's quite smooth around some of these corners. It doesn't look like there's much sliding there. I mean, look, we all know that guys like John and Ty and Jimbo, they're pushing these cars to the absolute limit. But Stu's obviously driving within his ability, and that car does not look like it's loose at all.
That's quite neutral for him, isn't it?
Yeah. He might just decide to keep going for the next couple of laps.
Well, he might as well. You got Ty
23-second lead over Ty.
Yeah.
Now there's a question, Ant. If he pushed this for the next 16 minutes and Ty didn't catch him and he didn't complete his last pit, what penalty would he get?
I'm just trying to think. Was it a minute? He's
going in. Oh no, here he is in. He's coming in now. Because I'm thinking if that's like 30 seconds, you'd try and maintain a 30-second lead and just take the win.
I'm trying to think. So didn't John do that in the Sunday on the other night, where he pitted on the last lap, but the lead driver crossed the finish line before he got to the pits?
Oh yeah, I think he
did. And he copped a penalty there, which was substantial, I thought. Was it a minute 30?
Yeah, see, I've never seen a penalty any higher than 30. And mate, as you missed Sunday night, it was actually quite funny because I can't remember who it was, but someone got a stop-go penalty for track limits.
Yep.
Now, I think all of us who have driven before, we know a stop-go track limits 30 seconds. You wouldn't believe it, but at like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before that, Colin got a stop-go for track limits, and it was 20 seconds. And someone came up with the idea that he got pensioner discount. So he got the pensioner discount of 10 seconds.
That's gold.
So I think Cole had a shocker Sunday night. He certainly didn't win any fans with Stu.
Yeah,
and then I think he took out Adge as well.
Oh dear.
Was it Adge? I can't remember who it was.
I know him and Stoz had to come together, I heard.
Was it Stoz then?
Maybe.
He came back on track, and I'm pretty sure he didn't look at who was coming, and he came back on track and just spear tackled him.
And probably asked, what happened there?
Yeah, Cole had for the season finale. Cole had a shocker. But then there were a few upsets. Hooligan. He just had a little bit of a moment here and there too.
Yep.
It was definitely. You'll have to jump on the stream there, Ant. Have a look at that one.
Have a look at that one. I cannot find anywhere in here
about pensioner discounts.
About pensioner? No, what the pits were meant to be, because.
Yeah, I've found that all season. I try and put that out there during our broadcast, and I find it the same on Sunday night and Tuesday night. It's very hard to find out what the pit stops are for.
Yeah, see, I found a screenshot that they've done here, and Barcelona, 60 minutes dry, 1 stop. So I'm going with somebody set the room up with 2 stops. Just continued on from last week and didn't reset that part. Because John, I think it was John, had asked in the chat. No, sorry, Stu Wilson said, I thought it was 1 stop at 8:06. So.
Well, it's funny you mentioned John, because he's currently 0.3 behind Ty.
Right.
So John is now giving Ty grief for the lead.
Yep. So yeah, Stu's come out 16 seconds in front of Adge. Just keep a bit of an eye on that. Shamrock's a further 5 seconds back behind Adge. St. Sims, Shamrock a bit of a hard time.
Well, see, now I'm in car with John at the moment.
Yep.
So if you can't see out of his helmet, that's because of me. But that is... Oh, okay, no, it's just corrected itself. It was showing John was in first and Ty was in second. But Ty is actually, 0.2 in front of John.
Yeah.
Now again...
I've gone back to St. Sim and Shamrock here. 0.3 between the 2.
Oh. But this is kind of similar to what we were seeing last week. A couple of guys blew in at the front.
Yep.
Now I'm just trying to... I'm going to stick with John here in car while he hassles the back end of Ty. And I think we could see him move here. Yes, we are. He's got him. So far he's got him. Oh, no, we're going to... Oh, geez, that's a tricky corner to be playing those games. And I'm seeing Jimbo's time slowly... Well, not slowly right now. It's coming down.
Yeah, 9 seconds off Ty.
He's dropped half a second just in 3 corners. Just from this battle we're seeing between John and Ty.
Well done. John.
Yeah, I'm actually in car with John at the moment, and Jimbo is actually a second. After 4 or 5 corners, Jimbo's a second closer.
Yeah, it's starting to reel in.
So if you're in car with John, I might jump up to Ty and just jump on his back spoiler here if I can find the bloody thing. There we go.
Oh, Ty's gone.
Oh. So this will be good to see from this angle, because not only is John hassling Ty, but I'm just waiting for a bit of a straight just so we can see where Jimbo is. He's not in the picture at the moment. Like I say, on the spoiler of Ty. John's looking good under brakes, isn't he?
Isn't he ever? Jeez. Kiss there. Love tap.
That's a great race. Oh, geez. Yeah, a little bit loose there, John, but that was a good exit from Ty. But you wouldn't think so. I mean, look how close John is.
They could just aero wash too.
Yeah. Alright, well, he's got the whole main straight now to try and sit up and spoil and see what he can do.
So he's on 0.2 quicker. John has Ty in that lap. You know, Jim was patient behind Ty last week, and then Ty made mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Ty's feeling the pressure again for a second week.
But see, these guys seem to have sorted. Well, they haven't sorted it out, but they're certainly. They're not really. It's up ebbs and tides at the moment, doesn't it? With Jimbo catching and then dropping back, catching, dropping back. But he seems to be doing more catching than dropping back.
Yeah, he's got to. 7.6. Oh, Ty's made a little mistake there. Jim's got the run. John's got the run. Oh, 4 tap. Oh, I don't know if there was contact there then. Would have thought John had enough car out in front to probably continue on. That was interesting. He's dropped Ty here. Ty's car. Wow, that was deep. Ty might be just driving a bit frustrated here at the moment. So maybe there was that tap that I thought. He's picked up 1.5 seconds on Ty here at the moment, John has. Jimbo's brought it down to 6.9.
Sorry, mate, I did your trick.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, flicked off my mic and I'm sitting there talking away to you and just wondering why you're ignoring me.
All good. I'm thinking, geez, have we dropped out of the stream here or what's happened? But
No.
All good.
No, just my fault.
I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd just try and chit-chat a little bit here. And
I'm thinking I'm talking to him. Why is he ignoring me?
I can be rude like that at times.
That
Jim's
certainly
run
brought
wide
Jimbo back into the picture, hadn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, John's run wide there. Sorry, I'm sitting thinking the wrong people.
Oh, look, it would be... I guess it would be a great result for John. You know, he's going to win the championship, winning the final race of the season.
Yeah.
You know, and again, we know these guys are competitive. Just because you've wrapped up the season doesn't mean you're just going to cruise by and just not try and race hard.
No, exactly. I think Ty might have had a bit of a reset here and is going to push on. Hopefully he brings that gap back in and matching time. So point 1 in that.
So I've just jumped on board with Ty. And it's a good view with Ty as well. I've just jumped back in his helmet so I can watch how he goes chasing John down. But I'm kind of quite interested in what's happening in that rear mirror too.
Yep.
Jimbo is now just dropped under 5 seconds behind Ty, floating around 5 seconds.
So we had St. Sim behind Shamrock before, didn't we?
I believe so, yes.
Gone back and is now 1.7 seconds in front of Shamrock.
And if I'm seeing correctly, 2CO is only 7 seconds behind Shamrock.
No, about 27 seconds behind.
Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, so you're looking at the totem, sort of return to garage totem, whereas I was looking in car or drive mode
no,
then.
I'm in car.
Yeah, I'm missing times for Randall and Adge at the moment. Ty is pushing this way too hard. And he's just had a bit of a moment there.
Yeah.
Which has let John skip away to a 1.5. Well, hang on, 2.5 second lead now. Whereas Jimbo is only 1.4 behind Ty. But that I don't believe is. Yeah.
Jimbo 3.7 back.
Yeah, and I can see Jimbo in Ty's rear view mirror, and he's certainly not 1.4 behind. Yeah, I think there's definitely a discrepancy in the timing between drive mode and return to garage mode. So if I jump on in drive mode, yeah, Jimbo's 3.8 seconds behind. Oh, jeez, yeah. What was it, a minute ago? It was 20 minutes.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this will explain why. See, Ty is trying to run so deep in these corners. He's pushing for a win, but he's pushing too hard. He's just let John get away from him there. Yeah, his tyres are gone.
Oh, that's it.
But then John's been held up behind CO here.
Yeah, he has too.
He's got him. That's
CO's got out of the road.
Yeah, that's good driving from CO. Good awareness.
Okay, good leaders on the final lap now. Give it away again.
Well, I think, unless we see something really bizarre, like Jimbo is nearly a second quicker than Ty.
Yeah. So CO gave him a nice little bit of a toe down that straight then and then just moved aside.
Yeah. I think that'll probably give us our top three, John, Ty and Jimbo.
Yeah, I think so. For that mistake, Ty didn't drop much time to Jimbo actually.
No, but he's lost a lot to John.
Yeah.
So I might just jump on board with John for his final lap. So we can watch him on chase cam over the line. Now, John, you're right. You said before that you thought Ty might have given John a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah, I thought John might have gave Ty a nudge on the way around that right-hander, and
Okay, no, well, sorry, I stand corrected. The back of John's car looks pretty clean,
Yep.
whereas the front of it does look like it might be scuffed up a little bit.
Yeah. You.
Here comes John for the win. Congratulations to John on the race win and the championship.
And the championship, yeah, well done, John. It's good result. Good season.
Jimbo not far behind.
No. The boys have pulled up there side by side. The tyres gone straight back to pits. It would have been interesting to go and have a look at his car to see if there was any damage on it anyway.
Well, the only person I'll be able to get on the chat from the top three will be Jimbo.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to, before next season, I'm going to have to make an effort to try and get everyone on my friends list so that I can bring them up when they get a podium. Randall's come across for a well-deserved 4th place. And Stu, not that far behind for 5th. Now, you got Adge and St. Sim arguing here.
Oh, are we? I've just sent B John an invite to the party chat.
Adge has got St. Sim, and they are...
That was jumped on the back of St. Sim here. Shamrock.
That's good racing, boys. Well done.
Their times. That last lap was within 0.01 of one another. That's
Shamrock wasn't far behind either.
Yep.
No,
I'll tell you what, 9 cars started, 9 cars finished, so that's good.
Yeah,
a small field and people, it gets a bit boring out on your own at times, but there was battles here, there and everywhere.
And well and truly, mate, that we actually saw some good stuff tonight.
Yeah, no, that was some good racing. Quite interesting. I did send John a chat.
All right, I'll jump on and send Jimbo one.
I don't think I got tired.
Jim's actually in... Oh, no, geez. I'm a goose. That is from Sunday night.
Let's go and see if I got tired.
One day I will get this right. I know, I've got John on my friends list, so I've sent him an invite as well. Jimbo in. I don't believe I've got Ty. Just checking my list.
I've just sent him an invite because I've gotten to play together. I sent him an invite. See whether they'll jump in and.
Yeah, I've sent John one as well.
Yep.
Now Jimbo's come on, and he said that he's not happy with what Ty did after he spun.
Yeah, okay, I can understand that. So I went back and watched the replay. So he'd spun in the chicane. He went back out and back up to the F1 track basically. So the F1 track cuts that chicane out. They come around that sweeping right-hander and onto the straight, and ran back onto the straight that way.
Well,
green light, go.
Jump on board, Jimbo. It doesn't look like John is going to join us. I might just try and send him another sneaky chat. No, Jimbo's going out to flap some hoops by the look of it. No, he's going to do it in the pits. So I've sent John one again.
Oh, he's just joined us. How are you, John? Congratulations, mate, on the win.
Yeah, well done, mate. That's a great win tonight, and the championship as well. I believe...
Sorry, John, you'll have to share your voice, mate.
Oh, Okay.
I believe Jimbo was actually telling me before the race that he was it was 8 points difference between him and Ty.
Yeah. So if I beat Ty, then Jimbo gets second. If I didn't beat Ty, he would have got third.
So
I mean, that last little bit interesting. I thought it would make Ty work for it. And he gave me a good run for my money. It was fun. It was a good end to the race.
mate, it's been a good few couple of weeks. Pardon me. You've had your ups and downs here and there where you've got pole and then the race hasn't quite gone your way. But tonight, what a great way to finish the season with like I said earlier, the race win and the championship.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't an ideal start there. I was trying to. I apologise to Ty if he's watching. I was trying to give room for Jimbo to make it 3 wide. Thought it'd be pretty exciting. I was keen for a 3 wide on turn 1. I think there was a bit of miscommunication there, but all was good. No one got seriously hurt or anything. No cars and damage, so.
No, that was a great first corner, mate. You know, I think both Ant and I was sitting here wondering how it was going to pan out, but I think that little bit of a nudge between you and Ty, I thought you were going to lose it there, but it looked like Jimbo kept you straight.
Yeah, everyone had their head switched on too, which kind of helped. So there was no accidents, which was good.
Yeah, it was overall pretty good, clean racing. I would probably question myself on Ty's re-entry after he spun earlier in the race.
Yes, that was unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he just caught too much outside curb and looped himself around. But
I didn't quite see what happened. I was a bit far back still.
Yeah.
And he just came out a second ahead of him. So, and then I think he still got me on the next pit stop. He was still quicker there, and then just head down bum up from there, trying to catch up to him.
Now, John, I would like to ask, Ant and I have been debating all night. The pit stops, you had 2 mandatory stops tonight. Was it fuel, tyres, both? What was it?
Well, so originally in the registration, it was only for 1 mandatory stop for time fuel, optional tyres, and then I was away and I didn't come back to my screen until it was 45 seconds to go, and the boys are like, oh, it's 2 stops. So I had more time to think about it. I would have fueled a bit more appropriately, but I kind of just went. I pitted early, 15 minutes in, didn't do tyres, just fuel, and just enough fuel to get me to halfway, and then I did fuel enough for the rest and tyres in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't. It's not really the kind of track you could do on 1 set of tyres, is it?
No, you totally could. It's just I think you'd lose too much time with it. Because the original plan with 1 stop, I can't justify like gaining 5 seconds to have to use the same set of tyres for another half an hour. I think you lose more time, especially on a track like this. I think if it was like 20 seconds instead of 25 seconds for the time stop, it'd make it more of a toss-up. You'd be a bit more, incentivized to do a long run. But even then, I probably still would have taken tyres.
Did you struggle with tyres at all during the night?
Not really, to be honest. No, they were surprisingly good that second half. I think I managed them better than Ty. He looked like he was struggling.
I think
Ty looked very loose there a fair few times.
Yeah, especially those last few laps. But I think that was more Ty was pushing to try and make up time on you there. But
yeah, I was trying to make him feel that pressure.
I think he did that, mate, because he was pushing really hard those last couple of laps. He was driving deep, but it looked like on some of them that his tyres just didn't do what he wanted them to do.
No.
But no, mate, that was a great race tonight. It was from our perspective, it was really good fun.
Yep, and GG's to Ty as well. That was good racing. So and everyone too all season. I don't think we had any real instances throughout the season. Any big protests or anything that I saw at least.
Not that I heard of either.
No.
It'd be nice if we had better numbers, but I think the Porsche scares a few people.
There's been a bit of debate about that. It certainly sounds like GT3 next season is going to go back to an open field.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that. Sunday nights going back to the GT as well, just to give people the option.
It was a nice little difference for a while.
End up burning nearly a one-make series anyway because they all go to the fastest car. And
Yeah.
well, what's the point of that? And, like, it's good to see good mix-up in field.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said to Beeks in the commentary, I don't care where I finish in the sense of, I'm never going to be pointing in the field, but if I'm mid-pack and having a great battle, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you're having some good fun racing.
It's all about fun at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I think Jimbo's having a little bit too much of that at the moment.
Yeah, he's enjoying it off all the skids in front of me. I appreciate it. Yeah, but so always before every race, just have fun and don't ruin anyone else's fun. That's the goal each race.
Yeah,
If you win, then that's a bonus. So.
No, and it's like Ant said, mate. We haven't seen any major incidents, but the minor ones that we have, everyone's been pretty clean and fair. There's been redressing.
Yes.
I just think it's been a lot of good, clean driving. Anything minor has been sorted out, so it's just been a great season.
It has, I agree.
No, well, congratulations again, mate.
No worries.
And hopefully we'll see you again next season, so it'll be interesting to see what cars or what the specs are going to be for next season. Hopefully it will be an open field and people can jump in whatever they want, so hopefully that'll mix it up a little bit. Again. So, what's that, mate?
You start to see some big numbers again. It'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly right,
Yeah, well, no worries. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you, fellas.
Yep,
no
worries,
congratulations, mate.
You have a good night. Thank you for the commentary and the coverage on the stream. We all appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And you have a good night.
Yep, you too, mate. Thank you for joining us.
See you later.
Jimbo.
Hello.
Hello.
Third, mate.
How are those rear tyres going, mate?
They're showing that they're blowing, so I'm doing skids on rims.
It certainly doesn't look like they're blowing. They're still there.
No, they're blowing. They're on rims.
How'd you go tonight, mate? Obviously not the best result for you.
No, it's a bit of a struggle tonight, to be honest. It's just didn't have the pace, obviously, through the middle sector, which would let the boys get away, so...
Tyres an issue?
Yeah, tyres were a little bit for me. They started wearing out a little bit as I kept pushing a bit too hard, so I was doing... I don't know if you picked it up, the 44s in the race there, so...
Yeah, your lap times were pretty good, and you seem to be in that middle sector, that middle stint. Your times were awesome, and then you spun. It just looked like the tyres just went off for no real reason.
Yeah,
I think... the bottom of the hill, the thing just let go on you.
Yeah, I think I just come in a little bit too hard on the rears, so it locked the rears up a bit too much, and changing down the gears too many times too fast, so just locked everything up and couldn't save it.
Yeah, and I think Ant and I were talking about that because it was that last round of pit stops where, Ty and John had jumped in. You looked like you were getting in some pretty clean laps there, and it looked like you were doing really well, but then you lost it that little bit there. You ended up off track. You lost a lot of time, and then it was like once you got back on track, you must have cooked your tyres because you seemed to be sliding all over the joint. That's what looked like it lost you a lot of time.
Yeah, like I said, this track's pretty hard on tyres, to be honest, so just didn't car just didn't handle the way I wanted it to towards the end, so as it kept getting lower in the fuel, it kept getting a bit more slyer in the back, so unfortunately that's how it goes though.
No, it certainly looked like you were putting in some great lap times there, and it looked like you were going to pull off another sneaky little victory there, but it just, it was that one-off track excursion that really sort of spoiled it for you.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't too happy about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you dropped, we were going about 7 seconds.
Yeah, but because Edge wasn't losing a hell of a lot of time to you, but he certainly came back into view after that little excursion. But mate, what's that finisher? That gives you a second in the championship.
Yeah, I believe so. So we'll wait and see. I don't want to say it on stream, but as I said, wasn't too happy about what Ty did on that last corner there. I think it was a bit disrespectful, to be honest. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I'd just like to thank you for having me on board. I've just had a call out again, so I've got to step away. So thank you very much.
No, thank you for joining me, mate. You be safe.
Yep, no worries. Thanks, mate. Talk soon.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
Bye.
No, that's obviously something that you'll have to address, Jimbo. But yeah, I mean, look, just again, mate, another great show tonight. We spent a bit of time with you guys up the front, obviously because you guys were, within a stone's throw of each other, but it looked like at some stages of that race the car was loose, which, like you say, depending on your fuel load, but it also looked like at times the car was on absolute rails.
Yeah, just as like I said, as the race went on and I kept pushing a bit harder, I was just wearing the tyres out about a bit too much, so that wouldn't have helped the case. But also locking the rears up going into the corners wasn't helping either with it sliding, so...
Yeah. So now Little Birdie tells me that you plan on racing in the next Sunday night league.
Yes.
So I'm going to
jump back in me Merc.
I'm going to lose a commentator.
Yeah.
Well, that's not ideal.
Never know, I might pop on and do a commentator race. Well, racing.
No, well, that would be good, because considering that you are my number one co-commentator on a Sunday night, and I would say Ant and Coop are going to be running on the Sunday night as well, so I don't look forward to sitting here talking crap to myself on a Sunday night. So if anyone would like to put their hand up to commentate on the next season of Sunday Night League, I would be more than happy to entertain you joining me, considering that Jimbo will be running next season.
Yes.
All right, mate. Well, congratulations on a third place tonight and a third place in the championship. Until the standings are finalised, it certainly looks like you might have got third in the championship. So congratulations for that, mate. And until we talk again, until we get back on and do streaming and commentary again, I believe the next season of Sunday night is going to be around the 24th of July. So until then, thank you for joining me, Jimbo, on a Sunday night. Thank you for joining us tonight, and congratulations in your third in the championship.
Yes, thank you.
Not a problem, mate. You take care, and no doubt I will see you around for a round of golf here and there.
Yes, will do.
All right, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone who has joined us tonight. Thank you for everyone who's going to watch the stream back. You all take care, and we will see you in approximately 3 weeks for more ROOZ Racing. And thank you to everyone who's put together the Tuesday Night League, Stu, Bounty, and the usual crowd of misfits. We really appreciate what you guys do. So thank you very much, and we will talk to you all soon. And that's good night for now.